right, as if I should ask, how was this bullshit?
It was in 3D.
Oh, that's all I gotta hear, baby. I remember seeing the Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D.
Oh, you remember that?
I love that.
Eyeballs on springs coming out the middle of the screen.
The spear gun.
The shot in the trailer where you could see the spear gun arrow coming at you from a distance, but you could clearly see the wire it was attached to at the end of the camera.
Yeah. Do we get the? But unfortunately, with CG now, they can take all that out, which probably means the movies are worse.
No, well, worse.
You're on stage.
It's well, I didn't lead in like that. It's like, what the?
Tell some jokes.
Tell some jokes.
I'm looking for his understudy. It was bad.
No, I mean, the movie, it's in 3D.
Okay.
That's it? I mean, there's got to be something more.
You know, we usually have like about 20 more minutes of talking to do after that.
But you don't understand. It's in 3D.
Were there boobs?
Okay.
Body count.
All right, look. The movie fucking sucks hard. The only thing it has going for it is that it's in 3D. The fact that they're releasing this movie half and half on 2D and half on 3D is insane. It should only be seen in 3D. It was shot to be in 3D. There is nothing going on here. It is, you know how every movement has of horror films has those films that really embody whatever that movement is, and then you have the ones that just kind of kill the movement, that are just really so lame that they're clearly just imitating.
Well, what would you say the most recent movement is?
Well, right now it's all horror remakes.
Okay,
I mean,
true.
right now
Yeah.
horror is about remaking a classic horror film and retelling a tale.
Yeah, you never saw Prom Night.
I saw it.
Oh, well, did you see it?
I've seen it. I've seen all the horror remakes, and this
the
is
original Prom Night wasn't good. Come
Yeah,
on.
this is one of the worst I've seen. They took an interesting original film, which has its own history behind it, and they took everything that they got right in that movie and did it wrong here. It looks like the original in so much as you could go, oh yeah, it's got a miner running around in a gas mask with a pick.
Yeah.
It's clearly My Bloody Valentine. But okay, you know how in a good slasher movie, the best part of the slasher movie is seeing how the slasher kills the teenagers.
Right. How inventive can he be?
Yes.
Like, I gotta think there's a lot of pressure on these new slashers to top what the old guys have done.
Absolutely. And that's where this fails, because somebody sat around and watched this original movie and said, you know, it's a really cool guy going around and killing people, but he's like impaling girls on shower heads and he's like boiling people's faces off, and occasionally hits people with a pickaxe, but he carries a pickaxe. He should kill everyone with a pickaxe. Why shouldn't he ever do anything but kill someone with a pickaxe?
Because he's a frustrated artist.
And yet, this whole movie is this character going around trying to find new ways to kill people with a pickaxe. There's only 3 ways you can kill someone with a pickaxe. You hit him in the chest,
Right.
you hit him in the head, and then
Right.
pull something out,
Yeah.
or you put it on the ground and you force someone's head onto it.
Couldn't you feed it to them?
No.
You could chop it up in tiny little bits and
could shove it
choke
up
to
their
death
ass.
on it. You could shove it up their ass.
Okay,
That's
you
a
know
good
what?
one.
That was something the writer didn't think up.
And I'm not surprised you were the one to do it.
It really is a movie that just kind of falls apart as you watch it and frustrates you, because it's just such a poorly, shittily told tale that the whole point to it is that it's in 3D. Because when he hits the guy in the head and he pulls the pick out, an eye flies at the screen. Ooh. And then when he hits somebody in the face, their jaw flies at the screen. Ooh. That's the whole fucking movie.
This is like a body part delivery system. Is
Yes.
what this is, not
Well,
a horror
see,
film.
this movie just kind of rings of desperation to me because, I mean, look, we've had a guy in a hockey mask walking around with all kind of shit to kill people with. We had Mike Myers walking around with a
William Shatner
William
mask.
Shatner, William Shatner mask with a big ass knife. Now
Wasn't he the guy in the Love Guru?
And now we got a guy dressed up like a miner.
Yeah, in a
with
gas mask.
With a gas mask, yeah, and a pickaxe. I mean, even Scooby-Doo would look at this and be like, nah, man,
No. Now, hold on.
These guys, they're selling these movies to the lowest common denominator. Why not just have a guy in a Barack Obama mask going around? I mean, this is the crowd that'll eat that shit up.
Well, to the South, that would be a very horrifying
That's
movie.
what I'm saying.
I think they should have a guy in a Jason mask. You see how Jason wore a mask, but he'll be dressed up like Jason for Halloween.
Shut up, Leon.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Now,
That was a Cyrus moment you just had.
I know. Wait, what?
Now, the thing about this movie is that the original is actually really good. The DVD, they're re-releasing it this week, and the DVD has all the original stuff that they cut back in. Because one of the things is they had a problem at the time that it came out, and they cut out most of the gore. And now they've re-put it out with all the gore, and you watch the old version. The old version's really good, and this version's just really lame. It's boring.
I remember liking the old. I don't like a lot of horror movies, but I remember liking that old. At least that one scene where the guy kept opening the door with that trap he had.
Well, I'm really surprised to hear you say that. The director of this is Patrick Lussier, I think. Lussier, whatever. I mean,
what else did
from
he
the
do?
Well, from the director of such great things as Dracula 2000, White Noise 2, Prophecy 3.
White Noise 2.
Yes. Yes. And
hey, don't laugh, bitch. Nathan Fillion's in that one.
Hey, you know what? Some of the best actors are in terrible.
You know what?
fucking
I'm thinking
movies,
White Noise
okay?
2 is really just a TV set that's on Channel 4. You're like, damn, this one's just not as good as the first one. Really? I like it better.
This movie's just plain bad. But there's something that will get Corey to go see it instantly.
do boobs fly at the screen in 3D?
No, there is a woman who is naked, full frontal naked, in 3D for 4 minutes.
Well, damn.
4 minutes? That's a long time.
That's a long ass
That's
time.
a long ass 3D
Especially for 3D.
clam, baby.
Hey, man, what's your problem with this movie?
yeah.
My problem is it costs $8 to get in, but if I pay $6 at the full nude joint and then give $1 to the girl, it costs me $1 less, and she picks up the dollar with her clam.
Hey, you're
in 3D.
You're already paying for the internet, for God's sakes. And you know what? They let you be alone with the internet. Well, then again, with this movie, you probably could be alone going to see it too.
Exactly. But as you said, though, those titties are in 3D.
They are in 3D.
Yeah, I've never seen them in 3D. not like that, anyway.
Not like 70 feet tall. You know?
Exactly.
No, you don't understand.
I'll be living my fantasy.
You have no idea what I'm saying here because you're focusing on the boobs. Let's move down about 2 feet. That's in 3D too.
Oh, damn. I'm getting Harry Bush in 3D. That's
No, she shaved.
Ooh.
I don't even mind that. I mean, to
Those
me,
lips will come out of the screen and talk to you, my brother.
Come on.
Now, see, the way you're describing the movie is My Bloody Valentine with a guy that's dressed up as a miner killing people with an axe. What you're describing to me is Attack of the 50-Foot Vagina. And I can appreciate that.
For 4 minutes, that's exactly what it is.
Wait, didn't Almodovar already make this movie?
No, I love it. No, so what would you give it then?
Oh, this is some old bullshit.
Oh, so not quite a fuck you, but
No.
some old
This
bullshit.
is some old bullshit. This had me sighing the whole time. The worst part about this movie is that it cheats. It's one of those movies where you go through the movie, and then they have the big ending where they have to go back and re-show you scenes you've already seen, but how they really happened, not how they showed them to you the first time, because that was bullshit. Otherwise, you would have figured out who the killer really was. So it's one of those to where you get to the end, you're like, oh, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. No, it really pisses you off. The thing is, though, if you're not a horror buff, if you've never seen a horror movie before, and you're not familiar with the conventions of horror films, and the idea of seeing blood fly at the screen in 3D is worth it, go see it at a matinee, because the 3D effects are kind of cool. That's the one thing about seeing this movie. If you see it for any reason, you have to see it in 3D. Otherwise, you're getting robbed of $8.
Or if you've never seen vagina before and you want to see it just 10 times as large as it really is,
Ryan,
go see it.
Ryan, this is the movie that will introduce you to the biological
If you find
functions
yourself
of a
wanting to climb back into the womb, then this is as close as you're going to get.
You're sitting there going like, wow, this is so familiar.
Yeah. I kind of like your description about a guy in an Obama mask walking around. Can't you see a guy walking around Alabama in a mask with his inauguration papers walking
Wait,
around?
this is the crowd who likes these movies anyway. Let's sell it to them.
Hey, now hold on. First of all, Warner Brothers would make that film, and then Fox would have to sue them for it.
There you go.
Hey, I'm president.
We came up with that idea on our television show. It's called Hannity and Combs.
Mandatory abortions.